Welcome back to Glover! We're gonna head into a treasure chest. We'll be locked inside the chest forever. That's not true at all. As you can tell... Oh, by the way. If you hold the Z button and move, you can slowly crawl like this. It's kinda weird. Anyway, welcome to Pirates World! Because pirates now consist of a world. I mean, to be fair, it's not any more ridiculous than Carnival World. Thankfully, our fell to our deaths are, you know... It doesn't matter because we found water. Just like in real life! Don't jump from tall heights into the water, please. Don't do that. Yeah, this is the Pirates World. Sort of a tropical world, but sort of not. Though this is a very tropical level. Now, if we hit the switch, some platform will rise from the water. But that's not our concern. Not yet, anyway. Anyway, let's get on top of this switch, see what it does. It just makes that platform rise. It's a way to get back to the very beginning. In case you missed the Garbs from that height, or whatever. Yeah, I was double checking to see if I did get all the Garbs. I did. From there, anyway. It's kind of a weird level. It's probably... I think it might actually be the most open level, at least in this part of the level. See if this little sea, I guess, or lake or whatever. A little island right in the center. Not much we can do with that right now, though. Gonna take a marble and explore the bottom of the sea. This is a really good song just because of how many different parts there are to it. And it just keeps going. Like, they put quite a bit of effort for this. Anyway, we have a lobster. It's dead. Well, more like it disappeared for all eternity. We can't even, like, use it for anything. People starving and we just let that lobster disappear. They can't even eat it. God, we're terrible at this. Anyway, I was trying to figure out, because there's a few steps you have to take. Trying to figure out what to do first. Okay, that's annoying. So, like, when you're holding the ball and you turn into, like, one of the ones that, like, float, you go along with it. But you end up jumping even higher because, I guess, momentum. And sometimes that can cause you to, for whatever reason, miss the ball. Eventually I decided to just get on the island and do this instead. I want to say there's a slight tide or movement, some sort of movement in the water. And that might be the reason why that happened. Or the physics might just be a bit weird. Or too accurate, I don't know exactly. I do feel like the physics is one of the things they work the hardest on. So, like, I feel like there's like a lot of complications in it compared to most parts of this game. That's just a guess though. I'm sure it takes a lot in even games that don't care that much about physics like this, but in this game especially I felt like they put a lot of effort into that. But anyways, we're up here now. We're gonna hit the switch and see what happens. Throw it on there. No. But the thing is, this simply opens the treasure chest here to get it one up. And that's not what we need to do if we want to progress in the level. Instead, what we have to do is a bit weird, because, and I always forget this, like, there's this fan down here, and you think it's there, oh, because it's to prevent you from pushing the switch. But if you just, you know, go right towards the very front of the fan, and just keep moving, you'll still land on the switch. With, you know, take advantage of knowing how it works underwater. I don't know. But you get the idea, right? But the thing is that it then activates the switch. But for that other switch, like, I thought that was another exploit, another thing you could do, but that there was a switch to like shut off the fan or whatever. But there isn't. Anyway, if for some reason caused this platform to shoot out water and have it thrown into the air, I don't know how a switch would do that, or how they would connect it to an island like that. Yeah, but seriously, now we're up here. A few things we can do in this area as well. You creep up on Swish, as we're all known to do. Get behind this enemy, you can actually grab him and use him like, well, a sword. This seems just slightly cruel. We now take entirely control of this creature. As you imagine, he can kill enemies and such. Though his range isn't as good as it should be, I'd say. Now, these treasure chests, they literally can't be killed unless you do this. So it's a good thing we had him around, or else he'd be maybe a bit of a nuisance. Now for lulz, try to just walk him off the platform, because he can also potentially get on our way. So let's... Farewell! Clover's probably a psychopath who kills all that's in his way. That's just my guess, though. Also, that was stupid. I know the platform is narrow, but that was still really stupid. It's careful double jump to make sure we're right at the edge. Unfortunately, the enemies respawned. And, whoa. What's with that? Top of that roof. Got a bit weird for Glover. He had no idea what to do. But yeah, just want to get rid of the enemies again. Not a big deal. Just have them fall off as usual. Goodbye! So now with all that out of the way, we can continue on. Next, we're gonna want to go behind this lighthouse and hit another ball switch. It is smart that, along with being a target, it also has the same color scheme as the ball. So, you know that you should use the ball on it. It's very smart. Very simple but good. Obvious. You know, some basic understanding of how colors should be used in games like this. Anyway, we don't want to take fall damage, so let's just walk down the stairs. More of these ships. Don't know why there are flying ships. I guess it's a 3D platform. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Carefully navigate away to the other one. It isn't, yeah. Just a reminder, it is definitely easier to play this with a control stick. Yeah, I'm gonna throw the ball just to be safe. We haven't seen a checkpoint in a bit. Oh, here we are. Just gonna say, we need one soon. I guess that's one of the other reasons like why this game's fun, is that even if there are some like dated stuff and, you know, annoyances, the game is just very willing to give you extra lives. And what? What just happened? What? Yeah, that was weird. So in these boxes are some cannonballs with faces. And if you have the ball with you, they'll chase after you. And also, these same cannonballs are being shot at us by cannons, so, that's a bit weird. I was gonna push, the cannonball off the cliff, but it honestly does make more sense to just kill them like this. In the boxes. Fortunately, the cannon still can't hurt us while we're like this. The only good thing is that the boxes that remain are good shields. And the rate at which they fire is very obvious. So yeah, let's just give this one last box, and that might be it. Thankfully, he can help us grab these. That was weird. I got hit, died, but at the exact same time was able to jump up and grab onto the sword again. Weird. as you might imagine, the ball switch does work for the other forms of the ball. You don't have to be in like its normal ball form for that to work. We only have a few Garibs left, and I think we're near the end. So after a bit, I decided, let's kill the treasure chest. Just to be safe. And this guy also to be safe. That was not safe! God damn it. Yeah, avoid that. And hopefully the last Garibs are here and they're not. Oh no. Oh no. Where are they? So yeah, after a while of looking, I decided to go back right to the beginning because thanks to past playthroughs of this game, I did remember that the last time I forgot, we're missing some Garibs. They were in this part of the level. And eventually I were able to find them. Right to the side of the boat in this tiny little area. I somehow missed it. God damn it. Though thankfully we can just go right back to the checkpoint. Thank God! You couldn't do that and had to redo the whole thing again. That'd be just obnoxious. And that was dumb. But finally, yes, we made it to the level with all the collectibles. Yes. So in the next level of the Pirates World, we're in a giant tree. Man, all those pirates traveling on their giant trees over the 7 seas. Pfft. I mean, I assume it's like... it's a Peter Pan reference. You know, with the Lost Boys and the tree, you know. And I guess also they didn't want the entire world to just be like a tropical theme or something like that. So there's a more linear styled level. Well, an even more linear styled level. Gotta go over that part quickly or else the bridge falls. Really good chance you could fall on this level, for obvious reasons. And also, apparently the giant version of the Swiss enemies, they're just stuck in one place forever. Wanted cross-stitch. By who? I'm curious. Thankfully, you just make your way past them, avoid being cut in half. Thank you, convenient arrow. Yeah, this is tricky on the basis of maneuvering back and forth while running. Which maybe at the time that would count as a challenge somewhat. But even with control, you know, button controls on a computer keyboard, that was not difficult to get through. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, okay. I barely saved the ball there. Why is that in the treehouse? I don't remember treehouses being this complicated. Yeah, we just have these platforms rising up and down. And random bird sounds for the music. And I fell off. So instead, how about we go down here, which would be our destination anyway. As you can tell, because the Fallen and Rising platforms are right over there. And they keep hiding one-ups into basically the same space. I wonder if there's another switch that'll lower the water that's completely unnecessary. Here we are. Just gotta hit the switch and wait for it, wait for it. Yeah, it's what I thought. Did they have that little confidence in, like, that people would figure out that two of the balls forms could sink? Sincere question. Did you think that no one playing this would realize that? Well, that can't be true because you have to do that for the previous level, so I don't know why they felt it's necessary. Like, you could just avoid it. Hitting that switch isn't necessary. What's the point? It is really the ball and it's like momentum and stuff like that that makes it difficult, because otherwise the final challenge of this level 3 worlds in is literally just, I don't know, stay on the middle of this moving platform and then you'll see there are like two of those weird spherical enemies on the sides, and that's it really. I mean, it's not nothing, but like, you know, it's not difficult platforming, it's not particularly challenging. I don't have a ton to say about this level. It's one of the most typical platform-y levels, in that there's a bunch of basic platforming levels with actual platforms, you know, little platforming sections that are pretty easy to figure out, pretty typical. Which there are other places in the game like that, but especially in this part, it's pretty obvious. And unfortunately, the ball fell. I just have very little to say about this level. It's like they ran out of ideas at some point, and this level was the result of that, and just generic platformer 101. By the way, the Garib I killed that dropped a Garib, the enemy I killed that dropped the Garib, the Garib just stayed there. I don't know, I would have assumed it would have just stayed with the enemy. But anyway, let's finish it off with point combos, and that'll be it, I think.
Yes!
Okay, that level was a bit dull. This level I have some fond memories of, so next time we'll finish up the Pirates World. And no, that's it, we'll finish up the Pirates World, pretty much. It'll have a boss, and, stuff. Video games! Yeah, you know. You know video games. They exist! Anyway, see you next time.